Earn the right to mate. This
Hello and welcome to another episode of Buffalo vs. Dragons. I'm your host, Dave the Dragon Schwartz, my co-host, Big Benny B of Buffalo. And today we're going to talk about anime.
Alright, let's get into this one.
Yeah, right. There's always been a little bit of controversy between anime and gaming in the relations to conventions and whatnot. For me personally, I've always took anime as kind of a source of inspiration for most of the games that I play.
Definitely in mine. I mean, I am a GM.
I've been watching anime, and my first anime was back in like 1980 something or other, Robotech, Macross series.
I've seen that. Mine personally, at least that I can remember, was Sailor Moon. That was right before school and elementary school.
I think everybody on the planet has seen Sailor Moon.
Especially the new version.
Yeah, Sailor Moon's been around so long that they've remade it. It's like, are you kidding me? They haven't changed the characters, just made it look pretty.
Basically.
Unbelievable. But yeah, I've been watching anime for so long. Some of my favorites, everybody knows I'm a huge Transformer fan.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know. If you could be here and see what's around us, Transformers everywhere. But apparently Transformers was an anime. I had no idea.
There's that fine line where sometimes you can't tell if it's an American cartoon or an anime. They were inspired by each other at times.
Yeah, like Robotech when I always watched it, apparently it was an anime. There was another show, Esteban in the City of Gold, I used to watch on Nickelodeon. Apparently it's an anime. The very first anime to ever air, as far as a TV show, Astro Boy.
Oh god, I still remember watching those in black and white on DVD.
Right, and those are anime.
Yep.
So it's like you never know where anime is and what kind of inspiration anime brings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like at Record of the Lotus Horse. Elves with huge ears. Elves are a quintessential race in every D&D game.
Pretty much.
So I mean, anime to me is like, it's a part of gaming.
Yeah. It's definitely anime. The imagination is key to it. It's what gets you thinking. Fantasy, futuristic, whatever.
What kind of anime did you used to watch? Or still watch, for that matter?
I watch a lot of the epic quests. Not a lot of the shooting ones, but I'll watch Bleach, Naruto. Oh god, Sailor Moon. I'll still watch if they're anything on Hulu.
See, and the funny part is, you're listening to animes that you like, but see, I don't like a lot of those because they're so fragging long.
Well, yeah.
I like the animes that, I used to watch Inuyasha. And then after episode 187,946, I couldn't do it anymore.
And they're just bringing it back onto Adult Swim with the final act.
Right. Most of the animes I watch, I watch, the Macross, the original one. It has set season, boom, done. I watch Slayers. Slayers 1, Slayers Next, Slayers Try, Slayers Revolution. 26 episodes, done.
Yep.
Another one I watch, Gun X Sword, 23 episodes, done.
I watch a couple of those, but of course, there is one that has gone on forever. They just brought it back on the Adult Swim Toonami. You gotta mention Dragon Ball.
Oh god.
It's back, folks. It's back.
But see, Dragon Ball, as long as it was, though, did eventually end. There was Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT. There were the very specific, yes, there were a couple hundred episodes, but they ended. There was hope in sight. It's I will get to the end of this.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Right? And, a lot of people, too, in Buffalo, there's a lot of anime people in Buffalo, and a lot of people that we were talking about earlier don't know that there actually is a group out there that they can go and watch anime.
Yes.
And it is a UB group, but on Tuesdays they have a viewing, 8 o'clock, 8:20, around that area, around that time. They do a different show every Tuesday, and it's at UB, in the Student Union, room 330, I believe. It's one of the big conference, it's a viewing room up there. Every Tuesday they do viewings there. They have a little snack bar, at least they did before. I think they sell Pocky and stuff. And it's just a great time to go watch anime. It doesn't cost anything. And I think it's great.
Yeah, and it shows how much their love of this stuff is. A lot of stuff from Japanese culture is coming into us.
Pokemon is
into
like
the
the face of
Americas?
anime right now. Pokemon, your Yu-Gi-Oh, those shows, all these like shows of like guys playing games and stuff.
Yeah.
People don't realize that like caters to kids. It's all anime.
Yeah.
Most of it originated from Japan, and it all came from over there. And it's so amazing how it inspired Western cartoons as well.
Yeah, I know.
And some have even like remade Western cartoons into anime style. There's an X-Men anime that I've seen, an Iron Man anime. You know, all of these cartoons and characters that we grew up with here in the States, given some Asian flair.
Hey, if you're watching it out there, make a He-Man and the Master of the Universe anime. I loved it. I want to see an anime of it.
Do better than that remake they made in the early 2000s.
Oh,
my
God,
It
please.
was terrible. I have it though, just on principle. It was still
So
terrible. And you know, anime forms a subculture
Yeah.
that we're going to get into. Anime cosplayers.
Ah, the costumes.
Yes, these are a group of people that are just absolutely amazing. Who
Yeah.
take imagination and give it actual form.
Very impressive ones at that. I mean, I've said in the last episode I'm not much of a costume person, but I am going to be working on something for UBCon. But I'm not much of a costume person, but to see these costumes, I'm like, duh. I'm like awestruck.
I know, right? I've seen costumes that are like, you know, you can tell that they were thrown together. And I've seen some costumes that were like absolutely amazing, and they were made out of nothing but duct tape. I have a friend who's got a Sailor Mini Moon costume she made completely out of duct tape. Phenomenal.
Wow.
It is phenomenal. And I've seen a Supergirl costume made out of duct tape, which, give that girl some credit, that had to chafe.
Must also hurt to come off.
Right? So, UBCosply is actually forming at UB, and they had a cosplay prom, which
Alright,
was
party!
which was a great time, and they were nice enough to invite us out. So we're gonna go to UB and check out. We are here at UB, about to enter into a world of cosplay prom. Cosplay prom, as you can hear in the background, lots of people being loud and obnoxious. They're getting ready to start a night of frivolity and interestingness. We'll mingle, we'll talk to a few people, and we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned, and we're going to have some fun tonight.
Hey, I'm Allie.
I'm Brianna.
And today we're at Cosplay Prom. Today I decided to be CL. This is my fancy version of CL. I've had it for a couple of years, but I actually had an issue with my wig, wardrobe malfunction, so I decided to be punk rock CL, which I actually talked about a lot with my friends. So I decided instead of the white boots that I usually have, I wear my black boots today, and I just use my own hair. So I'm punk rock CL.
I am Nightmare Moon, my little bunny. Well, this is like an impromptu kind of outfit, but yeah.
It happened very, very early, without notice of either of us. I didn't even know what she was going to be, and then I'm like, hey, you know what I have? Froze on. So that's the fun part about cosplay is a lot of times you don't have to really know what you're cosplaying. As long as you have bits and pieces, sometimes you're just like, oh my gosh, I can cosplay this. And that's kind of how it works when I go to Goodwill and stuff like that. You buy a bunch of things that look interesting, and eventually you can make a cosplay out of it. So, yeah.
Looking pretty good.
Right, we're here with Devin and Jake, the president and vice president of UBCosply, correct?
Yep.
Alright, so I guess the first question I'm going to ask you guys is, you know, I've been at UB for a while. This is the first actual cosplay club I've ever seen. What kind of inspired you guys to want to do this?
It was originally my idea. At RIT, they have a similar club that gave me the idea. I went to TourCon for years while I was in high school, and they put on this cool chess match thing. And when I found out more about it, was that they had a club, especially for cosplayers. And I wanted to be able to bring whatever college I went to something similar, like that ability to teach people not only how to make it whatever they want, but also just to help them be whatever they want to be. Just bring something special to UB.
Fair enough.
cosplay like as a name, as extended cosplay for like a year, and then before that I used to make costumes all the time. I just didn't do anything about to do with it. I made Transformers costumes and stuff.
Men. Fine young men who loves Transformers. Alright, so what do you look for in a costume? Like, what do you think it's important for a costume to have to be really considered a true cosplay?
Intent.
Intent of being a cosplay, yeah, that would probably be
Number one.
Yep. You really don't need, like, there really isn't anything you need outside of, like, just plain, this is a cosplay. It has to be more than just buying, say, for instance, a Superman costume from Party City, but at the same time, it's okay to buy your costumes if it's from, like, some
Maybe
place
commission it from someone or something. The idea is that it's a hobby where you celebrate things that you love. Characters, things. I've seen people cosplay inanimate objects before, robots, things like that. So when it comes down to it, it's just the intent. You just want to celebrate things that you enjoy. Then there becomes like the whole art of cosplay thing, and like, you know, there's like a craft to it, which is nice. That's a whole other side of it, though. It's like there's two separate sides. There's the costuming. Oh, there's more than that. There's the costuming, the role playing, the craftsmanship, and all these things come together at once, and it's just this really beautiful thing to help you celebrate what you love.
Fair enough. And then getting into what you love. Favorite cosplays that you yourselves have done?
I have a suit of armor that lights up. It's Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, and it is my favorite thing.
Mine is probably either Raven from Teen Titans, which granted needs to be repaired, but that was just a blast off armor like over 5 times, or Frankie Stein from Monster High, which I'm currently making, but she's basically done.
Yeah, she's worn it in construction phase throughout now, and it's really good. And her Ravens got recognized on the internet a few times. So.
Yep.
That is amazing. Alright, so last question. I know you guys are at 10 Club and you're looking for that official club status. So, I mean, you've got a great event going right here. People are having a great time and whatnot. So, I guess my question is, what is the future of UBCosply? Like, where do you see it going from here?
We want to have, like at UBCon, we want to have one big event. Right now it's the murder show, where basically...
Mystery show. We don't murder the audience.
Where cosplayers can work together to showcase not only their favorite characters, but also the things that they've spent literal hours, like weeks making.
Blood and sweat and tears, quite literally, staples to fingers,
Yep.
etc.
So the murder show, we want to continue to have workshops and teach people what to do, how to make things.
So in the future, the way I see it is we're not just making a club for people at UB, we're making a community. Because Rochester has a community, a bunch of other places have cosplay communities. Western New York didn't really have one. And I'm seeing people come out of the woodwork just excited that they finally have a place to go. And we want to provide them with the resources they need because, let's face it, college students don't have a lot, while we do have a lot of expendable time, we don't have a lot of expendable money. So just being able to offer people a place to go, learn, hang out, and then events to just show that off at, it's just awesome.
Like we're soon going to have a club sewing machine.
Nice. Alright, so if you're out there, UBCosply at UB, come join them. These are good people.
Let us help you be who you want to be.
Whoa!
And I'm sure we're going to see you guys at UBCon this year. You guys are doing this costume contest again. And good luck on finding an MC who could top the brilliant man you had last year.
Oh, I think he was just the best. I don't know. I have no idea how we're going to top that.
I don't think there's anyone who can MC better.
He's like a god amongst men.
You're right, Gint. Well, I thank you for taking this time to come on Buffalo vs. Dragons, and hopefully you guys have a lot of more success in the future. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a
Success
great
to you
event,
too.
and hopefully we'll see you guys again.
Let's get back to the party.
Gangnam Style.